Oh, speaking of ships tilting, Purpose seems like it's tilting slightly still.
I'm not surprised. It's never going to stop. It never wants to stop.
Oh, are the thrusters off? Yeah, we turned off the thrusters. Probably part of it. That was turrets. But yeah, I'm good to go whenever you are, Lamb. See about getting this murky Christmas chapter started.
Okay, give me just a minute.
And yeah, so that is the name.
That one. That one. I don't have the things to build more fucking extenders, great. Do I have the thing to build the smelters?
Giant ship. I don't know if it's all in the right container for it. It's all there.
I have the thing to build the furnace, okay. Do I think I'll ever play Story Seasons? Probably not. The thing is, when we did Stardew and when I do Rune Factory, I focus a lot more on the combat aspects than the farm aspects. So I don't think there's a lot for me in Story of Seasons.
Yeah, I think I'd probably be more likely to play it. Lamb does. It has farming in it. How can I not love to farm?
Problem is, the kind of farming you're thinking of is much closer to Rune Factory, where you end up basically becoming God.
No.
There's more to the combat in Stardew than there is in Story of Seasons.
Why did they change the name of it?
Legal reasons.
Legal reason.
Legal reasons. I believe the actual name for the name Harvest Moon is owned by Natsume, and not the actual guys who made the Story of Seasons games. And so when they eventually split off from Natsume, they could no longer use Harvest Moon, which is ultimately okay because Story of Seasons, I believe, is the actual name of the series.
I mean, it probably is. A reason. So when I first heard about Story of Seasons, this looked like fucking exactly like Harvest Moon. Turns out, Harvest Moon.
Turns out it's because it is. I'm on the ship.
No one on the ship?
Stepped off for a second.
So for us to start this quest, we had to go to the moon here. Right to the moon. The sun. The
sun. I don't know that one off the top of my head. Dynasty.
But Lamb, I wouldn't put it past Dynasty that that's some like hentai fucking furry shit with that name.
I doubt it if he would bring it up in stream.
I don't know. Dynasty's brought up other games.
Well, yeah, but as a thing for me to play. Farming S game with a heavier focus on combat, maybe?
Might have a nudity sensor on. That's how you make things stream safe, right?
Don't have enough points to consider. Yes. victory.
Honestly, Dynasty with the name of Kataria Fables, I would expect there to be furry creatures in there.
Final Fantasy 14, and that's just porn.
Amen.
It's only just porn if you get the mods. And I didn't get the mods yet. Ale hydrate.
No, you said... Oh, yeah, okay. I see. Dynasty, is Kataria Fables multiplayer or no?
Yes. It has co-op as a tag. I can't say I'm wild about the art style, though.
Yeah, the very brief look I saw of it before I did the you know, just... did our game thing. I wasn't immediately grabbed to it. Well...
That's a classless combat. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised by that fact, but... Ouch, co-op.
Well, we're at the sun for Alien. And... or nothing. Do we have to get closer to the sun?
Sakuna? I actually wouldn't mind that one.
There's a game with extremely deep rice growing mechanics?
Yes, Sakuna of Rice and Ruin.
Eh? How deep are we getting with these mechanics?
Very. Like, okay, let's put it this way. When people were playing this game, they crashed a government website that talked about how to grow rice. Because it was getting so much content. Or, so much traffic.
Uh-huh. And, Tef, when has console exclusives ever stopped people before?
No, it's on Steam, Tef.
Automatic.
Why is that in the... You know what? I guess that shouldn't surprise me. Type in Saku and the fifth one is Hentai Sakura.
Yeah. Fair. Makes sense. It may not look like we're moving, really, but we are indeed actually moving. I don't know exactly where we need to go for this quest thing to trigger, but we're here. This is where we had read about going to get it to work, right?
Yeah, but what are the odds that it actually works? Because I saw a lot of people having issues.
I don't know.
What was the name of the quest again?
Murky Christmas. Or a Murky Christmas? I'd imagine Chapter 11 would eventually pop up under the primary story Empyrion Dark Survival.
Alright.
Alright, so there's the ID for Murky Christmas. 51.
So I'm pretty sure that actually happened, Dynasty, but it might have been a bit sensationalized. So I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really find anything about troubleshooting how to start this.
Okay, I'm taking the command approach on figuring out how to make this happen.
Right.
Active task or chapter has a Dropbox. We will respond to per day. Show chapter complete dialogue for chapter number. Show PDA briefing window for chapter number. Just doing a quick double check to make sure that was actually ID. Not misremembering at this point. 51, story chapter 11, Murky Christmas. Alright, you guys should have had it to start for you?
Yep. Tim?
I had something pop up.
Yes, it's the start of the mission.
Yeah, for reference, the command is PDA Brief 51. Start the damn chapter. Specifically 51 because that's the ID of the chapter name.
Okay.
Yeah. PDA LS was all the chapters. Huzzah, PDA command. And I yet determined the cause beyond a doubt, Commander. Okay. You had just asked me to determine what is causing the unusual radio interference we have been experiencing since entering solar orbit. Sorry, I was just thinking about the first Christmas party in the UCH. Oh, no, did you also see that people were complaining about the this quest being immersion breaking for some reason?
A little bit. You know, also saying it was a little ridiculous on a few aspects.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Me and the party where you accidentally threw Vice Admiral Perez into the pool after showing off your dancing skills, and where Alex Lamar knocked you out for trying to scare her in a funny way, or where you... Please wait, the analysis is complete. We're welcome to reminisce some more. What does the analysis say? The affected frequency band oscillates in the surface. It seems to emanate from the surface of the sun. And oscillations of a star make noise is well known, but usually the oscillations do not produce repetitive, precisely modulated oscillations. Hexadecimal code. I'm not reading that. Okay, well, if anybody's wondering what the hell that says on Hex, it says Jingle Bells.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Did you already know what I was going to say, Noah?
No, but I already knew you were looking it up.
Fair. A very big coincidence. The Infinite Universe and all that? What? Possible, however, it becomes unlikely if more than one star would send exactly the same message, and it's exactly the case here. There is another one! There are other stars in resonance with the one we are in orbit with right now. We should investigate the matter. Open the galaxy map and do the search system. Enter Conter 1A95. That means something to somebody. In the time field to find the solar system. Or we don't have anything else to do right now. Have to be exactly. I know, I think I'm starting to figure out why this quest may not be available.
Funky things.
Yeah, the system doesn't exist.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Ah.
And actually doing a quick search for that particular system, I found a post by one of the forum admins. Oh, it's one of the devs and community manager. That the templates for this system are not added to multiplayer. This was posted approximately 3 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, most of the information I'm seeing about this is several years old.
Yeah. Where the dev / community manager says they are not added in multiplayer, neither work in multiplayer, it's not a bug, the tech isn't available for others.
Oh, okay.
So that may very well explain why that does not exist, and why it's not proccing. I could manually add this templates, but I have no idea what the hell it would do with them.
Potentially lock us out of the game. Or at least the server.
Possibly? Possibly. So we may not actually be able to do this quest.
That's fine. If I really want to find out, I'll make a solo.
Well, that leaves Lamb's space base. And
Which is mostly just going to be a lot of waiting around waiting for shit to build.
yeah. But I mean, we have a constructors here set up to just start churning out blocks for you. The other thing is, I still want to kill that one goddamn ship. Yeah, Zhongting, whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah.
Something Wong.
I think I remember what system it was in. Maybe.
If that is the case, I'm going to start processing all of our grain metals, or at least most of it, into gel for rockets.
Oh, no, double check on some of the some of them were.
Oh yeah, I change the outputs every time I do something new.
Ah, there it is. Yep, I know what system it's in. The Perthurum system in Aromath Mu. And I'm doing some more about this, because I thought to me that they don't have the files for.
Yeah, but
I'm saying if maybe they renamed the system, and the text wasn't updated for it. We're at the basement.
can use constructors 1 through 5. Please leave 6, 7, 8 available for me.
Deep.
It's 5 times the crafting lamp.
What do you mean? I have 2 crafters at the other place.
Oh, there is a slight difference in the name. Doesn't come up though. So one of the things I saw was Containment Area 41, which does slightly intrigue me to begin with based on the name. But apparently Cont R1A95 is apparently how it's capitalized in the duration plan.
Hey Zombie, how are you?
Is named Containment Area 1A95.
That sounds right.
Oh, I lame. It's still weird to me that I'm quote unquote leveled out with the ship, but the base is offset.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
Well, I'm seeing pretty much everything that should be there for this quest to exist in the multiplayer content. Not sure how it's disabled though. Wait, is there a system called the Belt? Found that in the list. No. Is an O1B type. Out of curiosity, where was this containment area? Vomit. What the hell is an RP? Roleplay? Oh wow, I actually do see your lines way the hell over there. I have found a star on the map that has a star type of Contair 1A95.
Okay.
It's called Eilina Beta? Eilina? Not incredibly too far from the stuff we've... what scenario is this? Just the vanilla default multiplayer one. Oh, you know, it does say to actually type the term in the type field. And not the name. Eat. No, Twilight, this is not reported eaten too. But yeah, looking at all the files, it didn't seem like it should not exist to me in multiplayer. How goes the base building, Link?
Blocks.
Lots and lots of blocks.
Blocks.
Yeah, I'd be more willing to believe that the devs removed the starting trigger sign, not everything else. How many furnaces do you expect to have, Lime?
4 to 6. Down on this lower floor here.
The lowest one?
I'm definitely gonna have the space for it. Huh?
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Do you have the furnaces already crafting or crafted?
2 of them are crafting. Or 2 of them are crafted, the other ones I think are probably, yeah, 2 more of them have finished, so 2 more are coming through.
You intend on having solar panels for this base too? Not that
Oh, yeah.
it do
They're
much for
already in storage.
Okay. Not that the solar panels will be able to cover fucking even 2 furnaces running at the same time, let alone 4 or 6 or more, but...
Right.
Twilight, you assume we're 1 AU or less from Star.
And
We're
not
not.
in the starting system. I'm pretty sure they're just making a joke, but...
They can actually output quite a bit of power in space.
You stop producing blocks?
Yeah, this is the starting system. This has Akua and all that. So, 5.5 AU. It's not happening. I don't know what the output is, but it's too far.
Oh, I should probably, you know... The group. Oh, it is set to faction. Okay.
What was the base set to faction?
Yes.
I don't know how I should feel about furnaces going underneath on MacLeod to constructors. Twilight is technically our ship. And we do have enough fuel to fucking cover this ship and probably like 3 other ships.
We have 7,000 fuel cells on this ship, and I can make another 2K. We can run this ship for a week straight.
Yeah, speaking of, I don't think we actually need it. Not here, anyway.
Not particularly at this time. Also, I'm making a ton of pentaxin for when we have to fight that thing.
I did decide to get into the cockpit, though, and ping, just on the off chance that something hostile spawned in for some reason. Nothing did, thankfully.
Scissor up.
Nothing should spawn in on us here, but you never know.
There's 2 mysterious lights just floating around on one of the floors for some reason.
Oh, probably the space mode.
Yeah.
Space dust. Do you have O2 containers built, Lamb, or set up?
Not yet. They're going on that floor above.
How many?
We probably won't need that much, so probably 2 large.
What, you don't want,
They're gonna need fuel. But we're gonna need fuel depots as well.
you don't want 62,000 worth of O2 available?
I just don't think we'll fucking need it.
Which is this?
With what?
Motion sensor? Not detecting me down.
You know, if I'm only putting... Well, I could throw constructors on this other side.
I mean, I can go through here just fine. Dark, but I don't know why the lights aren't working. Lights, why are you not working?
I would, but there's no point to powering the base right now. I more mean I'm gonna need, like, fuel depots. Because I haven't put those in yet either.
We had so much fucking fuel things.
Right.
Do you have the CPU extenders already built?
No, we could not build them on this ship.
Should be able to.
Then not everything is in the same thing the constructor's pulling from.
Probably not, because Noah likes splitting them out.
There's an ores chest, and there's another chest. How many CPU extenders do you need, and what tier?
I need all of them above the base tier.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 4? Yeah.
I have the tier 2. I need the 2 tier 3 and the 4 tier 4, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, when you said base, I thought you meant the core. That's quote unquote a CPU.
No, I meant the tier 2. Sorry.
Did you have in mind for a armor locker and repair station at all?
So the 1st and 5th levels of this are supposed to be kind of like docking bays. So the 5th is probably just gonna be like a roof or something like this. And the first one's gonna be a fly-in hangar.
So it was 223344.
We don't need the tier 2s, but it's 2, 3, and 4, 4?
Correct.
Yeah, it should tell
Okay.
you the max that you can build, and that's the amount you need.
And the base ones are red.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Blam, is that a case of having repair and armor locker on station then, or
It's going to have 2 in those areas, yes.
2 of each?
Or 1 in each of those areas.
Alright. I set those up. I assume you're also going to have wireless connections in those areas too.
Would it need wireless connections in each of those areas?
Not necessarily, but you need one on the base somewhere, otherwise you have to be on top of it.
There is one on the base.
Oh, okay. So it's 100 meters.
It's sitting right next to the core.
It's 100 meters from that particular block for accessing.
Ah, okay.
That's why there's a limit of 10, so you can put them elsewhere.
Gotcha.
Especially for a big, like, ship. I have 10 of them on here.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I wonder what you mean by a large ship.
Yeah. That base probably doesn't need more than maybe 2.
Yeah, it would probably just need the 2.
Probably won't have any turrets or anything.
No.
Not
I don't think
this
we're
system,
worried
anyway.
about, yeah, I don't think we're worried about that in this system.
Cargo controllers?
Has a major in and a major out. Right now, I'm not worried about more than that.
Okay.
Since this was basically just for the, smelters.
Do you intend on sectioning off areas with doors? Or force wheels?
Yes, because we're gonna want to do that for a flying hangar.
Alright, how many floors or rooms?
We should only really need 2 if we just want to block off.
This is for distribution
Brain,
of
if
O2
you-
through ventilators.
Oh,
It will try to
probably shouldn't
flood.
need all that much, really.
It'll try to flood fill everything until it runs into a fully enclosed area.
Gotcha.
So, like the ship, most of the rooms have their own ventilators because they are physically locked off from each other. And I use doors that are airtight. There are some doors that are not airtight.
Yes.
The center one, the diagonal, and the curved ones are not airtight, if I remember offhand. Why those, I couldn't tell you. Ventilators are cheap, though, to get going anyway, so I'll have 4 of those set up. Kind of bouncing between constructors that aren't doing ammo, adding a few things to it. Once it's
fair
done
enough.
with blocks, it can... any windows being done, Lamb?
Not that I can think of. But again, this is gonna be one of those things where it's like a stop in, stop out kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah. Probably need a bit of lighting?
Say again, lighting?
Yeah, probably a little bit of lighting.
Yeah, we're gonna want lighting. Oh, god damn it. I ran out of range of the logistics network.
How about elevator blocks? Or are we just gonna rely on jetpack moving?
I was going to put in elevators, yeah.
About how many elevators?
So assuming we only need 2 here. Actually, we wouldn't even need 2 here. 216.
Elevators?
Yes.
That is like
A lot.
5 times more than I was expecting you to say. I was thinking you were going to say like 40 or some shit.
Well, I mean, if we really want to, we could get away with 24. And I could just, like, close off this area a bit more, and it's not going to be a problem if I do.
I mean, we have the materials for that many. It's just, I was not expecting you to say that many. Or one had a bunch of stuff.
Goddamn large optronic matrices take forever to make.
Yeah, that's at the fastest speed for us. Out modifying game settings to craft that. Lamb, a lot of these blocks, by the way, are being put into C3 building.
Okay. God damn it. You move the ship closer, please.
You really out of range?
Yes. If I'm trying to build on this other half of the platform, I'm out of range.
Give me a second.
Yeah, take time.
I was down by the constructors manually doing things instead of using the access. Felt a bit more personal and entertaining rather than just looking at a screen. How are you? I guess it is about 200 minutes. Good now?
Yep. Good and out of blocks.
Or in C3 building.
Yep. Looking for it. There it is. Currently occupied.
By me.
I'm out of it now.
Thank you. Alright, you're good to go.
A lot of the constructors that were just being put out to like a War 1 or materials or parts or whatever the fuck it was, I've changed them over to C. Don't need a bunch of shit to just ruin about.
Thank you. I was moving those manually because I didn't know what was doing where.
Most of the constructors were set to whatever the hell they were last at too, though.
Just probably processing raw ores.
I mean, could be.
Here.
You're going to need more steel block line?
Oh god, yeah.
How many?
I've just been going for like 1,000 or so at a time.
Ran through all the excess steel that we have, so we have to turn iron ingots to steel now.
Yeah.
I will start turning some of our stone into just steel plates.
Iron.
But no,
Yeah,
if you
see why I
change
wasn't
the
using
stone,
the ship for that?
oh, if you change the stone into ore, we can use the furnaces on this new base to turn them into ingots.
Well, I don't think we can run those furnaces till the CPUs are done.
I haven't looked at the CPU. Look at that up the link.
Sorry, what?
I don't know what the CPU is like on that base right now.
I don't know what it's gonna be like either.
Alright, I've added like another 5,000 steel blocks to the crafting process. I take it you were in the box for a moment there, Lamb?
No.
No? That was weird.
No.
I went from hearing all of the constructors around me to everything went quiet.
I was in it for a split second.
Oh, it was you, Noah. I got really weirdly quiet down here. One of the CPU extender tier 4s will be done in about half an hour.
Jesus.
Also because they just take craft.
Getting all the
And
materials
annoyingly, the
set
only
up
reason-
so I can split them.
I mean, if this was single player, we'd be able to sleep and just progress 8 hours. Ta-da!
On to about summer. It's gonna be.
Still annoys me that I can't talk to him. Player main basis. Like, give me the option to have generic NPC text.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Titanium rods are the ones that get turned into plates, right?
Titanium plates? Yeah.
You need titanium rods for flux coils.
You doubt?
Yes.
How'd that happen?
It all got turned into plates. So we need titanium.
Oh, there's no fuel.
Okay, so we can't make that with crushed stone.
No. It's carbon, copper, iron, anything else.
Silicon.
That's it.
Wait, hold on. We might have just enough rods and ore 2 for this. Oh yeah, we have enough actually. Cool.
And then I think it's Cal flying away. Crap, what box am I in? Or. Lines up.
I should probably brought some food. Whatever. Oh, how the hell did we get so low on titanium?
It all got turned into plates. We have a lot of titanium. It's just all in plates.
This is why I tend to leave a lot of shit. I don't know why there isn't titanium ingots.
Yeah, honestly, the rods are the ingots, and I never put that together. It did not match the conformities of a rectangle.
I mean, yeah, it really should. I wonder if they made them rods because they're actually made into rods in real life or something for titanium specifically, but I heard that.
Rectangles, the most efficient shape.
Is this for pack? Chip. Thought I was flying a bigger ship. Like, wait a minute, I can get so much closer than this. I did see some drill charges on here. Good. Probably going to need at least one. Now, are we going to need more titanium?
No, I think we have enough. Did you already grab the extender tier 3, Tim?
Yes, the two of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We have one tier 4 done, and the other 3 are in process of making.
Cool, thank you.
How many steel blocks do you need?
Have you seen how large this thing is?
No, but you're gonna run us out of steel real quick.
Good iron.
Maybe. I'm gonna start crafting the stone up again.
I need to get stone too.
We can't keep with his demand with only one crafter running it.
Iron Asteroid. Oh god, why is it 24 kilometers away?
Actually, we have about 20k iron in ore too, so we should be fine.
Wait, I don't need to go get iron?
No, no.
Good, because this asteroid's 22 kilometers fucking away from me right now.
But he does have 3,000 steel blocks being made.
Yeah, I put those in.
Okay, that was Cal.
I even mentioned it though in voice. Nobody said anything.
I did. I went, oh god.
Granted, I also said 5,000.
You said steel blocks. I figured that was ingots when I was listening, I think.
No, I would have said ingots. I would have also said iron. I apparently missed a patch of time.
I've reached level 25 by putting down blocks.
Huzzah!
Nice.
Lamb did it by building, everybody.
I mean, with my aim, I could believe it.
Lamb, you have killed the 388 NPCs that were not animal.
But how's that been since I hit level 24?
It's since the start.
Then my point still stands.
Did I not reset that waypoint? I had. That's not.
I've been out here so long that I've almost run the epic armor out of oxygen. And by almost, I mean I think I have like 5 minutes left.
As long as you're not sprinting or anything, I think it uses like 2 every 5 seconds.
I hope I'm not sprinting while using a jetpack.
I think using some tools. Don't go me on that one.
Paint. Paint will speed up O2.
But no, I might be bringing back some. Just to make sure.
We have spare rods? Yeah.
Hey Kinka, how are you? I don't know when you redeemed that streak, but oh.
Something early.
Did he?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, Kik said something earlier because he invited you to Final Fantasy 14. That's just cool.
Alright.
The mod thing.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it was Kinka that said this, and you responded even, but like oh. Yeah, no, the epic drill going through the asteroid. Honestly, faster than did it. Definitely doing his job. Not as fast as ship, but it's doing its job. I don't think there's any more titanium on this thing, but I can give it a round. It doesn't look like it. Oh, wait. There's a little bit right there. How full are we? A little over half. I feel like all I'm getting right now is stone. I don't think we're going to run into random titanium anywhere. We've been at this asteroid for a little bit. Alright, I'm on my way back with a small haul of titanium. Looking at the ship I took it. Alright, this one. Brad, has it really been 2 hours already? Oh, I guess it is.
CPU.
And what do you mean gone for 2 hours and I've made a space cube? I made the space cube before 2 hours ago. This has been an ongoing project.
I am about 12 kilometers out from you guys with this. 1,500 titanium ore. Do you have those furnaces up and running to smelt all that ore?
No, because I don't have fuel things down yet, and I haven't pulled fuel for power. I'm still working on structure.
That's not allowed. Does it need that many titanium rods being crafted? No.
It's space. It doesn't need to be creative. It just needs to work.
Honestly, a lot of my ship designs are just rectangles laid out in a particular way, and then I go back and start adding detail.
Like I said, rectangles are the most efficient shape.
Like for Lamb's base he's making, if I was going to add detail to it after the fact,
Diamond it out.
Huh?
Diamond it out. Just make the ends pointy. There you go.
That would be an option. If we wanted to make it slightly
Not what I
more.
would take, but...
If we wanted to make it slightly more rounded. Not quite the term I'm wanting here, but I don't know the proper term.
Turn it into a space pill.
Not quite. We could add like columns and a bunch of other random shit on the outside that doesn't really do much but be visual.
Ah, yes, the antenna.
I could do stuff like that too, I suppose, yeah. Oh, I do have the ship processing. I'm coming over. May as well, you know.
Well, we're mostly waiting on blocks and the CPUs, so we should have a few constructors open.
The blocks are actually mostly done. I just need to fill out like this tiny section of wall and the rest of the floor.
So probably don't need 3,000 more.
No.
Until we realize there's not enough furnaces and we need to double the size of the base.
Except there's still space for more furnaces. Like, as it is.
We clearly need at least 100 furnaces all going at the same time with a complex logistic system of being able to turn them on and off.
Well, let's see. If I really wanted to, you could fit probably another, like, 30 on this one floor.
Consider it done.
I don't know how that would work out for CPU, though.
I don't know either. I don't know the furnace CPU off the top of my head. By the way, I might have gotten used to driving the Erebus up to an asteroid because the armed cargo ship up to one, and it was still like 200 meters away from it. Like, I'm next to it. Oh, not. Oh. Damn it. No, I could have had you turn on the docking lines. I actually had the docking lines. Docking.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I haven't left my seat.
I know. You can turn them on from the signals panel.
Ah,
I made a three-way XOR gate.
Okay, so that wall is finished. I just need the floor. Which, granted, probably just like another 200 blocks.
Noah, do you want the titanium ore in ore one chest?
sure.
I was through the titanium rod.
Okay, come on. It does not like me trying to drop planes.
Drawing planes takes a little bit of finesse, and this isn't the only game that has that.
No, I'm sure.
When you start getting into 2D and 3D shapes for building, it gets a little wonk real fast. Right, well, while you continue to do that, I'm gonna take a bath break. Maybe once I get back, we can go see if this quest line actually works or not.
Sure. If not, we have a ship to destroy.